Throughout history, humankind has shared one particular innate trait: the desire to explore. With the technology of modern gaming becoming more and more sophisticated by the day, we find ourselves able to travel the planet from the comforts of our own living rooms, giving us the opportunity to explore vast, hyper-realistic worlds teeming with the life of the wild. In this series, we'll embark on journeys that take us to the very ends of the earth, as we seek out everything from majestic pronghorn amidst the boundless mountain ranges and grasslands of Colorado, American alligator along the ever-widening rivers of Mississippi, to the elusive Eurasian lakes in the brutal Russian tundras of Siberia. This is the Hunter Call of the Wild. This is KC Planet. Ever since the release of the Colorado Rockies map Silver Ridge Peaks in the Hunter Call of the Wild, I've had an urge to trek out into the middle of nowhere between the lakes and waterholes to hunt from the woods and the mountains as their peaks beg to be climbed. To set off on a journey into the unknown, deep out into the wooded abyss, and explore the thick forests that seem to go on and on forever, while searching for any sign of life, whether it be feeding out here, resting, or just passing through, completely oblivious to my existence. As Call of the Wild hunters, the temptation to scout and hunt drink zones seems to always get the best of us, as that is so often the most efficient and effective way to quench that unrelenting thirst of finding something rare. So today, we're doing things a little different. Alright, so it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. And today I want to get out and do a black bear hunt. All I have with me is my binoculars, a longbow. I want to try to tuck myself in between these two mountains and work our way kind of up into the woods and up into the mountains there and see if we can find some wild black bear, whether it be down in the woods or hunkered up actually in the mountains. I've only ever hunted black bear in Silver Ridge Peaks while they drink. And there's so much uncharted territory for me on this map. And I would just love to find some black bear away from where we normally see them, away from where we're so used to hunting them, and see if we can take down a big bear. I've got one tag for black bear today, and I'd like to fill it with a big male, but we'll see what we can find. Whether or not we're even going to find black bear this way, it's unknown at this point, but these mountains need to be climbed and these woods need to be traveled, and we need to get out into these places that we've never seen out here in the Colorado Rockies and see if we can bag us a big bear today. There's a good chance we're going to run into some mountain goats out here. This is mountain goat territory. This is bighorn sheep territory as well. We also might see some mountain lions. It's so far-fetched for me to actually imagine finding a rare or a diamond black bear out here hunting this way, but I don't think it's extremely too far-fetched. I don't think it's out of the question. If I can even find some feed or some rest zones, hunting this way, going way away from where we're used to hunting, and if we can even find some zones, that's gonna be a win for today. But if we can take down a big black bear, hopefully a big male with the longbow, that's gonna be huge. My goal for this hunt is for things to be unpredictable, to not know what to expect. We're going into a part of the map that we haven't really seen before, and we don't know if black bear are even going to be out here. So there's a sense of mystery, and there's a sense of wonder, and there's definitely going to be a sense of enjoyment that we're not really used to if we do see some black bear. Black bear feed in the morning from about 5 until 11, and I've set the time for about 5:15. So I think we'll pick up our pace a little bit here, and I'm going to tuck myself between these two mountains, and we'll run through this valley, and this is going to take us up towards Swiss Valley. Once we get up to a higher elevation here and get a look, we'll kind of see what we can see. We're going to decide which way we're going to go, whether we go left towards Swiss Valley or whether we go right towards Two Fawns. I'm still not sure, and I haven't decided. None of this is planned. I haven't really planned exactly the destination where we're going to go. I'm going to follow my instincts here, and as far as where I kind of think black bear might exist on this map, as you can see, I don't have any feed zones or rest zones. Most of this is uncharted territory for me. Most of this I have not done any exploring whatsoever, but I have a feeling we're gonna see some black bear. There's something about the mountainous regions of this map that has always tried to draw me in, ever since this map came out. Now, we always hunt the water, we hunt the lakes. It's the most efficient way to do it in this game, but for some reason, there's just always been something about the unknown territories, the unknown parts of this map that I've never managed to actually get out and hunt and explore. The thought of being up here and finding some big animals, finding a diamond or a rare would just be incredible to do it this way. Not even knowing if you're going to see the animal species itself, but to see something big, to see a real trophy animal up here, doing it this way, I think would be just so much more satisfying. than doing it when you know you're going to see them, when you know they're going to be at that drink zone. The sun is going to come shine over this ridge right as we get up here. And we'll get a look and we'll get an idea of where we want to go from here. Off the bat here, we've got Rocky Mountain elk. I've got a call from what sounds like might be a big bull just over this ridge and down into the wooded areas. As we get over this ridge, right off the bat, we've got elk. We've got a big bull. Oh my gosh. What is this? This looks like a mid-sized bull. He's having a 424. Oh my gosh. I think I'm just gonna let him pass by. Oh, he's coming right into me. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. I think he's gonna spook. There he goes. As we get to the top of this ridge, take a look down, we can see that we're getting into the wooded areas, the mountainous regions of the map. We've got fog rolling in and out. We've got the huge silver peaks of the mountains here. What a beautiful, absolutely gorgeous area of the map here. And this is the valley that will lead us down into Swiss Valley. And there's the lake near the outpost. I believe it's the Bighorn Sheep outpost down there. What I want to do, I think we're going to continue to the right. And I think I want to wrap around this mountain and continue to the right and see if maybe we head up towards Two Fawns. We might have some black bear out in that direction. We're looking for feed zones. They are feeding right now out here somewhere. We can just find them. My fascination with hunting is betrayed by the fact that I've never actually been out on a real hunt before. I've hunted grouse in the past, but I've never been out on a big game hunt, anything bigger than a small bird, essentially. So it's interesting to have this fascination with hunting that I have kind of grown and has kind of grown on me over the last few years. It's so crazy to think about doing this in real life, in a real life setting, being out. It absolutely just sets my curiosity on fire, and my desire to hunt really comes to life. All right, we're gonna get a good look. Wow, look at all this terrain. Look at all this terrain that I've never explored out here. This is absolutely crazy. If we continue to the right, if we continue to the left, that takes us to the edge of the reserve. But if we continue to the right, we kind of go over into Two Fawns territory. And I feel like we might get some luck out there. We might see some black bears. The Colorado Rockies are littered with black bear, with 17 to 20,000 black bear inhabiting the regions of the Colorado Rockies. The black bear are thriving. Black bears inhabit virtually every forested area in Colorado, including riverside cottonwood groves and otherwise treeless areas such as the San Luis Valley and Great Plains. They spend the winter months in hibernation, a state of depressed metabolism in which a bear sleeps in a den and does not feed. They emerge in the spring to mate and raise their cubs before entering a stage of hyperphagia, intensive foraging, in the summer and fall. We've got mountain goats. I've got a call from a male mountain goat up here. That's pretty interesting. That's pretty interesting. So they're, oh, here we go. Here we go. Attentive. So they're either feeding or resting up here. Now that might just be a solo mountain goat, which you don't really see very often. And I've also never been out here looking for mountain goats, so maybe their feed and rest zones out here are different than what we see when they're drinking. That's incredible. I want to get as many zones out in this area, and out in these areas. I want to travel through more of these areas and get all the zones that I can, so that we can do more of these hunts up in the mountains, and up in the mountains and up in the woods of the Colorado Rockies up here. All right, we're getting close to the lake here at Two Fawns. And I'm imagining that out here is where we're going to find black bear. This is where I would expect them to be feeding and resting. We're going to find them at all. It's going to be near Two Fawns. That's where I feel like they're going to be. The plan today is to call a black bear in toward us. With the fact that we only have the longbow as our only choice for a weapon means that we're going to need the black bear to be close, preferably within 20 meters, so that we can take a clean shot and try to get a heart or a lung to take down the black bear quickly. I've always wondered about black bear meat. I've heard from people that I've heard from some people that black bear is delicious. I've heard from other people that it's just not desirable or appealing in the least. I've always been so curious. I feel like it probably depends on certain variables. I feel like it's probably similar to, you know, antelope meat, pronghorn meat. You hear different things, and I think it probably depends on where the animal was shot, certain environmental effects, maybe the animal's health and diet. But I've always been, for some reason, it's always been bear meat that I've always been really, really curious about. And that's something that I definitely want to try in the near future. As we approach this next ridge, I can see that we have actually a cabin here, and we can see just down into the wooded area, down into the trees there, into the thick brush. We can see the fog rolling in, and we definitely have some good line of sight down into the forest there. All we can do is hope that maybe black bear do feed down there, and then we might finally come into contact with some black bear, some signs of black bear life up here in the mountains. We've got mule deer, we've got a big buck. Got a big buck there. Wow. A real big buck. Very nice. That's a big mature buck. We're gonna let him go. It's nice to see up here. First mule deer of the day. And it is a stud of a buck. Hey, black bear, we need you to... Oh my gosh. Okay, hang on. We've got a black bear. We've got our first black bear. We've got a female. And she's on the move. Hang on. Oh my gosh. Okay, we've got black bear. We've got black bear out here. We've got our first black bear feed zone out here. Now she's by herself. Just a female. Now we can take a female if we decide to. And there's another zone, another solo female. We can take a female if we decide to. Take a male or a female. I would love to get a big male. I don't know if there's going to be males in this region. That's what we're going to hope for. Oh, and we've got another one. Another female. Solo female feed zone. So it looks like we're coming into a pretty densely populated black bear area of the map here. And we're getting some feed zones, all females. These are all common black bear. No color phases. It's another thing we're looking for. If we can get a color phase black bear, if we can get a rare black bear out here, that would just be wild. I have not gotten a rare black bear ever in the Hunter Call of the Wild. I still don't have a rare black bear. So it would be really cool to get one doing it this way. We decided to make our way down to the southeast part of the map, where I know for sure that I've seen black bears drinking at these lakes in the early evenings. The plan is to make our way past the water and up into the wooded, mountainous areas in hopes that we might find some black bears feeding out in the open. Oh, and there's one right there. Oh my gosh. We've got a male already. We've got some turkey action too. Light brown variation turkey, and we've got our first male, and it's a 6. 165 to 227 kilos, so not a huge male, but definitely a candidate for our big boy black bear today with the longbow. He's definitely a candidate. I wouldn't mind getting something a little bit bigger, but he's definitely not out of the question. He's not the biggest male we've ever seen, but he's a male, and he's the first one of the day, which is huge for morale. I'm just gonna follow him and hope that he takes me to more male black bear. I'm just gonna hope he leads us right into more big males. And there's one right there. There's another male. Roughly the same size. Another medium-sized male black bear. But we're finding the males. And that is incredible. If we can get a bigger one, that would be incredible. Look at this, we've got elk too. We've got Rocky Mountain elk feeding up here alongside the black bear. We've got turkeys. And another absolutely stunning part of the map. Just gorgeous out here. It's so much fun to be trekking through the wilderness, not knowing what to expect. Not knowing what you're going to see, or if you're even going to see the animal that you're looking for. This is another track from another. This could be the guy that's living up here and feeding. At the moment, it looks like he's got something to eat. He might actually be joining this other male that's just a little bit further out. I believe these are his tracks. Oh my gosh. And there's another small male black bear. I didn't even see him. These are actually his tracks. These tracks belong to this guy, and I didn't even see him. Black bear warning call. So we got black bear up in the woods there, and we've kind of got a little bit of a valley that runs through here with woods on either side. And it looks like we're gonna have more black bear. We got Rocky Mountain elk right in front of us that we're gonna have to probably spook. It looks like they're all cows. We're probably gonna have to spook them off because I want to see if we might find a bigger male up through here. There's another, I don't know if I think that's the same one, but we're finding all mid-sized male black bears thus far. We've got another one up in the woods. That might be that level 5, but at least they're out here. We're finding the males that we wanted to find. Now if we can just find a big one that we can take down with the longbow to fill our tag today. So we're approaching some thicker woods, getting into the wooded area here as we ascend up towards, there's a lake up here. And I'm just wondering if the black bear maybe actually feed throughout these thick wooded areas that lead up into the mountain here. Oh my goodness, that's a pronghorn mating call. So we've got pronghorn up here. We're now getting into antelope territory, and we've got a male pronghorn, and he's not happy with me. He knows I'm here. I hear movement. I hear scuffling. It's probably that pronghorn. But you never know. You never know if that's actually going to be a black bear up there. But I see pronghorn tracks. Turkey's up here. I've got friggin' elk up here. My gosh. You just don't know what to expect coming up here. I've got pronghorn on my right. I've got elk on my left. I've got a turkey call from somewhere. I think these are all cows again, but I'm really not sure. There could be a male in there. There could be a bull. I haven't seen any black bears up here yet, but there's definitely the chance that they could be up here. I would love to see a big male up in these woods and call them in. So I'm starting to think that maybe the black bear don't come up here, up to this mountain, up into these woods. So, which means we might have to go back down to a lower elevation, maybe down this way. Maybe even double back and get one of those other males while we still have feed time here. 8:30. They feed till about 11 in the morning, so we've got a couple hours left. But I don't think they're coming up this high. I don't think they're scaling up this high. That's a 6, and that could even be, I think it's a dusky. I was gonna say it could be a brown, but it's definitely too dark for that. But that might just be our guy. I'm gonna stay on him. I'm gonna get up on him. That might be our guy. Hopefully he'll be on the higher side of that weight estimate. My goal is kind of to get a 200 kilo plus black bear here today. 200 plus kilo black bear would be a win. That would be a big success here. Now he marched right into the woods there. I don't know where exactly he's headed, but I know he is gonna be feeding right now. Whether or not he's leaving his feed zone, I'm not sure. That's the other question. But I've actually lost sight of him. If I can get eyes back on him, I'll try to stay on him. Let's see if we can call him back out of the woods. I completely lost sight of him. As soon as he went into those woods, I just completely lost him. He just kind of disappeared for me. As I was still kind of glassing around looking for other options. Okay, we got the sun coming in. Where did he go? I'm gonna start letting out some calls. Maybe I can get a call back from him. Okay, there's a warning call. There's a warning call. So he's in the woods here. There he is. He's right there. I believe he's a dusky. Oh, no, you don't need to spook. We got perfect wind here too, so hang on, he's alarmed. okay, we're okay, but we don't really have cover. Okay, we've alerted him. He's 50 out. He's attentive. Okay, he's alright. No, he's alright. He doesn't know I'm here. Still calm. He's just kind of feeding. He's just kind of hanging out right there in those trees. I don't really know what he's up to. He's 50 out. I want him at 20. I would call him if I had some kind of cover. So what I might do is get down to this tree and try to call him in. And try to just make sure I'm staying patient here. No need to rush. No need to rush anything. Oh, he's right there. He's feeding right there. Look where he's feeding. That is wild. He's feeding right there in a shadow in the woods, tucked in between a bunch of trees in some brush. And if I hadn't seen him run in there, I would never know that he was feeding right there. That is so cool. I love that. I love that. That is amazing. So here's what we're gonna do. I've got cover on this tree, and I'm gonna use that cover. I've got him 45 out, and I'm gonna call him right to me. Line of sight here, right through these bushes. Through these branches here. And I can see him. He's right there. About 40 out. I'd like to have him at 20. But I'm going to lose my line of sight if he keeps going that way. I don't want him going that way. 30 out. Hang on, you're going the wrong way. The wrong way. It's right there. He's still calm, and he's 30 out. Want him at 20. Nope. Stop. Ooh. Wow. Oh my gosh. He charged me. Oh my gosh. We smoked him. We absolutely drilled him. Absolutely just perfect shot. Perfect shot there. Not sure if this is accurate. Based on this, it looks like we hit him in the neck. I don't think we hit him that far forward. If we got a neck shot, I think he would have gone straight down. And we got vital blood there. We definitely got a good blood spatter, so we definitely hit a vital organ. And this is our guy. This guy will do the trick. So we made it work, hunting the feed zones. We got our big male black bear. Let's see what he scores. Let's see if he's a gold. And let's see what we hit with that shot. Perfect shot. He was right around 20 out. He was actually only 13 out for that shot. He was only 13 meters away for that shot. And I was a little bit far forward. Oh, wow. We just got that lung. Oh my gosh. So he was closer than I thought. I kind of took a little bit of a blind shot. I couldn't see exactly what I was looking at. I thought I was looking right about here, but it turns out I was a little bit further forward. We barely just got that lung. He's a dark. He weighs 187, so he's almost as big as I wanted him to be. I wanted him to be a 200 plus. 187 will do the trick. That's fine. Oh my gosh, did we use the wrong end? Did we use the 700 grains? We used the 700 grains. We'll just ignore that. We'll pretend we used the right ammo there. I meant to have the 540s loaded up, but it's all good. We filled our tag. We got our black bear. We did it during their feed times, up in the mountains, up in the woods. That was a lot of fun. That was actually a lot more fun than I even expected it was going to be. And I'm excited to do more of these style hunts. But that's going to do it, you guys. We filled our tag, we got out here, and we got the hunt done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, if you enjoyed episode 1 of KC Planet, Let me know down in the comments if you have any ideas or suggestions, things that you want to see in a future episode. Let me know down below. I'll be reading all the comments and I'll be taking everything into account. I'm super excited for this series. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one.